Dream Team? It's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with NBA legends and players explain why Michael Jordan would destroy today's NBA. Now, before we jump into this, I feel like MJ would be great, would be dominant, would be MJ in any era that he played in. I do not believe that he would be 6-0 in the finals. I don't think he would go 6-0 in the finals. I think he would lose a couple finals. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But that's not saying I don't think he would be dominant. Personally, MJ would probably still get those scoring titles. He would definitely still get those scoring titles. Definitely still get those all defensive first teams. He doesn't go 6-0. But before we jump into this, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media, Patreon, all up top. You can subscribe to any of it. Put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Shoot, man, I'll talk back. And if you got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon and drop it in the comment section. What do we got? He will be great defensively, but not as great, as they got rid of some of those hand-checking rules and all of that. And players now got a lot more handles. Got a lot more. You feel? All right, but that's neither here nor there. All right, let's go, Mike. Why would you dominate?
So you probably heard the media or people that watch Michael Jordan play live say that he could average 45 to 50 points in today's NBA. And if I had to give my take on it, James Harden averaged 36 points per game on 44% field goal shooting in this era.
It was 44? Yeah, he got to be better. He got a lot of that at the free throw line. That was because Harden knew how to play to the rules of the NBA. So he got a lot of that from that little swipe through move he does.
45 to 50 points in today's NBA. And if I had to give my take on it, James Harden averaged 36 points per game on 44% field goal shooting in this era. DeMar DeRozan had a scoring streak averaging at least 35 points per game this season. And I brought DeRozan up because offensively, he got the same mid-range game like Michael Jordan. And this was the best season of his career. Keep in mind, both of these players are not even in the same stratosphere as Michael Jordan. Jordan averaged 37 points in a season with hand checking. Imagine no hand checking with the defensive 3-second rule that the NBA implemented in the 2001-02 season. Michael Jordan will be slashing every second. And I suggest you after this video watch Luka Doncic on JJ Redick's podcast. He explained why it's easier to score in the NBA than in Europe. So anyway, I know Jordan will be on.
I did see that. Yeah, Luka was talking about that defensive 3-second rule too. It makes it easier for him to score. Rather than in EuroLeague, where I don't think they have that.
He explained why it's easier to score in the NBA than in Europe. So anyway, I know Jordan will be unstoppable with modern spacing and no hand checking. Also, I'm not fond of the myth that Jordan was a terrible 3-point shooter in his early years. In his first 4 years in the league, he never shot over 70 3-pointers in a single season. That's less than 1 attempt per game. The 3-point shot wasn't a focal point in Jordan's era. When he was 26 years old in the 89-90 season, he shot 245 3-pointers. He made over 37% of them. That is a good 3-point percentage. And in the 96 season, he shot 42% from the 3-point line. And even though the 3-point shot wasn't a renowned part of his game, he would have shot a few more 3-point.
I'm listening to what he's saying, but I'm just watching these highlights, bro. Oh my, he's so disgusting with it, bro. But 37% from 3, yeah, that's pretty decent. That's not bad at all.
Even though the 3-point shot wasn't a renowned part of his game, he would have shot a few more 3-pointers in today's NBA. If I had to give an estimate, he would have had a season where he averaged 40 to 43 points per game. So I want to show you NBA legends and players who talked about how good Michael Jordan will be in today's NBA.
Lord.
So enjoy the video, man.
How would you envision, what would Michael Jordan be if he played in the game today the way the game is different from the way it was in his era?
He'd average 45, and the league would be complaining about 2 players. They'd be like, Mike is too good, and the kid named Shaq down in Orlando is too dominant. What are we going to do?
When you think back to what those defenses were allowed to do and how defenses played now in the NBA, what would Michael Jordan do in today's NBA?
Probably average 45, 50 a game.
For us, LeBron and Michael.
I agree with that.
If Michael played in this era, he'll average 50. He'll average 50 points.
How many points do you think Jordan could average in today's NBA?
What's the most he ever averaged? 37?
37-1.
All right, so 40 easy. 40 easy.
40?
40 easy. Yeah, 40 easy. Like 40 is easy. 40 would be easy for Black Jesus.
Because Harden a couple of years ago averaged 36. So you figure Jordan could average 40 with no problem. I'm gonna ask both of you guys.
And you add to that when he averaged 37, he was doing it with twos. They weren't even no three. They weren't shooting 3-pointers like how they shoot now. You know what I'm saying? Because just imagine if Michael decided to shoot 6-7 threes a game like they do now. 40 would have been easy.
If Michael played today, he probably averaged almost 50 a game. I mean, he really would, because you wouldn't be able to touch him on the perimeter, so he'd be shooting a ton of free throws.
Yeah, so when everybody does this Michael LeBron comparison.
But also, I think, I done see teams start trapping people at half court. I didn't see players start getting trapped up way higher than they used to trap people. So, if you're averaging that much, and once you hit the playoff, people going to be like, all right, get the ball out of his hands. Get the ball out of his hands. But if he's got good teammates around him, then, yeah, he's still going to get his 40 to 50. I agree with Mike probably would average 40 to 50 points a game. He could if he wanted to. I agree with that. I won't argue that.
He'd be shooting a ton of free throws.
Yeah, so when everybody does this Michael LeBron comparison, it's you almost can't. It's not the same game that they're playing.
It's not the same game. You're right. It's not the same game. I would have loved to see LeBron play during in the 90s.
You played in both eras.
I'm just telling you, LeBron is 6'8", 260, runs faster than guards, but is stronger than post. They didn't have a human like that back in the day. There was no human like that, and with his abilities, there was nobody like that. That's all I'm saying. He's the first player ever like that. You feel me? But, all right, keep it going. My bad. He would have stuck that shoulder into some people. And if he got to put his hand on people, you can imagine that strength. He could guide people where he wants. Oh, that you know that is strong. You know he's going to be strong with that joke. It's going to be hard. With that kind of strength, it's going to be hard. But, all right, keep going. Just keep going. I'm sorry.
LeBron played during in the 90s.
You played in both eras. How many points do you think Jordan would literally average per game?
Today?
Today.
More than James Harden.
He averaged 36.
More than that. For sure.
Really?
Oh, my
Lord. Era. I was in the LeBron, Kobe, Duncan, and I was at the tail end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I played with these guys.
Right.
I've seen all the three-point balls go up. They can't. Jordan, no way. Jordan averaged 50.
You believe Jordan would average 50?
If he wanted to.
Right.
James Harden wants to average 50. He just can't.
Right.
He got 38.
Right.
Amazing.
Right.
If Jordan wants to average 50, if he was playing his era, I think he averages 50. And this is no disrespect to any of the guys.
Current players.
That's killing, like KD, you know.
Yeah, all those guys. The guys, Steph and LeBron and all those guys. Yeah.
Between 45
There's certain players in the NBA that KD is very efficient with this scoring. He's very efficient. There's certain players in the NBA that could average 40, 45. LeBron could have averaged 40 most seasons that he's played, but that's just not who he is. KD, he could do it, but you probably won't win like that. You're just not gonna win one player against a team. So if you're taking that many shots to average that many, you got to make sure your teammates are involved as well.
Not only
guys, Steph and LeBron and all those guys.
Yeah. Between 45 and 50 because it reminded me so much of how Wilt Chamberlain seemed to be just dropped in a different era when he was averaging 50 and 25. That's what Michael Jordan represented for the era he came in. Think about it. He was MVP of the league
disgusting.
While teams were still flying commercial. Okay? The rigor isn't the same. The physicality in today's game isn't the same. And one of the things that you didn't acknowledge, all NBA defense He would be getting steals. He would be getting out in transition, catching lobs, 3-on-2, 2-on-1, and also getting to the free throw line. In the NBA Finals in the early 90s, he scored 63 in the 80s versus the great Boston Celtics. And yes, there are a handful of great defensive teams in today's game. The Bucks, both teams in LA,
I forgot about
the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah.
But you know what else it is, Greeny? A lot of bottom feeders. So say against the great teams, he would average 40, no doubt. Against the bad teams, the lottery teams, he would definitely average 50 against those squads.
What about these other guys who are playing in today's
Jordan would have averaged 45, 50.
In today's game?
The point I was making is you allow great shooters freedom to roam, freedom with no hand check. You can't crowd me, and I got a clear sight at the rim, then it's going to be lights out, baby. But it's so hard to play defense in today's game because they allow the offense to go wherever they want.
Okay, but if Jordan's averaging, I mean, be honest here. If Jordan in his prime, Jordan in the early 90s, is averaging.
Today's rules.
Yeah, today's rules is averaging 40.
He would average 40.
Okay.
I think he would average 40.
Okay, but didn't he average 39 one year, or 37.1? So Kobe's going to average 40.
Kobe would be up there. Kobe would be up there as well.
In today's game, the rules as they are, how would Jordan do, and how many points do you believe he would average?
I don't think anybody's averaging 60 or 70.
Okay.
So that's, those days are over with.
Yeah, 60. Who was that? Was that Will averaging 60? Yeah, that's just unimaginable. That's unimaginable.
I don't think anybody's averaging 60 or 70.
Okay.
So those days are over with.
Nobody's going to get Will's 50 a game, huh?
That's
not
crazy.
50 a game. No, that's not going to happen.
Crazy.
But I will say this: Michael Jordan would average whatever he want to average.
You believe he can get 40 a night?
Yeah, he can. Yeah. Yeah, there's no question about it.
40 a night,
Yeah,
40.
Yeah.
How you going to get 40? If you go to
I'm not here to break it down and decipher it. I'm telling you as a witness, I'm testifying on behalf of Michael Jeffrey Jordan that he would average 40 a night. If we see guys averaging 30.
Right.
Yeah.
And 35, with all due respect, that don't have the arsenal that he has offensively.
Well, you know you're going to have to add that 3-ball. You got to add the 3-ball to get to 40. Because you look at the guys, Harden was the last guy. I think Harden averaged, 36? And that step back 3, he put that in. Obviously, the free throw, Jordan went to the free throw line a lot. He didn't go as much as Harden. But I don't know how you get to 40 without that 3-ball.
Well, Jordan's going to go to the free throw line more than he did back then because we were able to beat him up, and it was ignored to a certain extent.
Okay.
So, and he added the 3-ball in his career. We watched him against the Blazers knock down 3. That wasn't his specialty.
Right.
But it wasn't like he was a liability shooting the basketball. Michael Jordan would average whatever he wanted to average.
No, his numbers would definitely be inflated. If you thought James Harden got to the line a lot, Jordan would average 20 free throws probably every night.
God dang.
You got to understand, he would evolve into this era. You know, the Jordan that we saw young, athletic, get to the basket based on, what we've seen in this era, you would see a Jordan probably shooting more threes too. So he would definitely evolve. He averaging 35 at one point. I could see him really pushing that to 40. I don't know about 50, 60, but mid-40s, I could see that possibly happening.
I don't know if he would shoot 75% from the field, but Paul, for his career, I think he averaged 8.8 free throw attempts per game. So that's at least going to double. That's close to 20 per game in today's age. And also, pace and space. Think about how physical the game was back then. You pretty much get put on your back every time you went to the bucket. Now all of a sudden somebody blows on your wrist or hits your hand, that's a foul. Even though he would have taken more threes if he lived in today's age, still his mid-range game was on point. His skill level, he still will be considered one of the most skilled, if not the most skilled in the league today. I don't know 75%, but he'd be averaging in the 40s for sure.
Hey, I agree. Mike was that guy. I do agree. His offensive arsenal was almost unlimited, and in the way he was able to score the basketball. Absolute phenom.
I don't know 75%, but he'd be averaging in the 40s for sure.
what both of you guys are saying is right. The pace has increased. The three-point shot has increased. Players up front have gotten smaller. So now driving to the basket, he gonna be dunking on everybody. Just think about that. Like KD is like a 4 in today's game. So now like and then here's the other thing. If Harden can average 36, 37 right now, James Harden is averaging that right now. He's getting none of those points off his defense. Jordan gonna be getting steals. He gonna be getting blocks. He gonna be out on fast break. I say like about 40, we would be having a conversation. Can somebody average 50 besides Will? He'll be like 47, 48.
Oh my Lord.
I really believe it.
1 is the best, 5 is subpar. All right, not so good. So you get a chance to rank 1 through 5. Psychologically, how do you rank Michael Jordan?
The scale of 1 to 5?
1 to 5. 1 being the best, 5 being the worst.
1.
Ball handling.
1.
Okay.
Yeah.
I give Mike a 2. A 2. 1 ball? Best? That's tough because we seen incredible ball handlers that are got the ball on a string. So I'll give him a 2, which is still absolutely amazing.
Ball handling.
1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Defender.
1.
Mid-range jumper.
1.
0. Not even 1.
Oh.
Like I said, he was a pure shooter. Like, I don't think anybody in the league at that point was shooting the ball better than him. He shooting 50+% from the field.
That's crazy.
At the guard position, shooting all J's. Like, you have to be a pure shooter. And everything was touching bottoms. Like, 1, 0. You go 0 with that one.
What do you think Jordan will average? Where do you think he would fit in?
I mean, he can adapt his game to anything. He would fit in as the best player in the league. Like, that's what he would be. And, you know, I feel like he'll have more possessions to do more things, but there's also more athleticism in his game. There's more length in his game, but, you know, it's also more space for MJ to go to work. So, I mean, we'll never know, but for sure, I mean, he's a masterful basketball player. Like we've been saying, his skill level is unmatched. So, of course, he'll do numbers in this league today.
And it's the hand checking. You can't put your hands on these guys now. And just imagine, Michael Jordan was averaging 29 to 30 plus points a game in regular season in the playoffs with hand checking. Now you can't touch him.
Yeah.
You couldn't touch MJ then without getting a foul. Imagine what it looks like now. And you know Michael Jordan will adapt to the game today. And the one thing that will get guys is his ability to get in 1 or 2 dribbles to the pump fake. It's Michael Jordan. You're going to react to every move he does, and his pump fake alone will draw fouls.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and tell me, how many points do you think Michael Jordan would average in today's NBA? Would he average 40 to 45 points per game? Or possibly 50? 50 is crazy. Or would he drop the same numbers he did in his time? So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and show love to the YG gang, and I'm out.
I got him averaging 40 to 45. I won't argue with that. Mike would be dominant in any era. Yeah. Still don't think he would be 60 in the finals, but he could average whatever he wanted to average. I feel like Mike could average that. But that's all we got for this one. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? You can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media and Patreon all up top. You want to subscribe to any of it? Put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Love talking to you guys. You guys are the most incredible team on YouTube. It's your boy D Neal out.